Sepulchral. Oh, what a great word. That is a magnificent word. Mark Twain once said, the difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and a lightning bug. Now, sepulchral refers to a tomb, a large, dark, massive, foreboding tomb that reeks of death. So here you have the boss walking into Camelot, and it's like he's walking into a tomb. Perhaps it's his own tomb, perhaps it's the tomb of his civilization. But sepulchral, oh, such a great word. So, little Hello Central gets better, and we find out some of the stuff that happened in the 3 years that kind of made me go, what, in the previous chapter. So, Sandy was hanging around with the boss, and the boss was enough of a Yankee. It's like, this isn't right. This is going to cause problems one of these days. We can't have like an unmarried man and an unmarried woman hanging out together. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll marry her. So he marries her, and it turns out that they fall in love, which is great, and they become great friends. Now, one of the things that you look for is someone, when you get really old, like 30, 25, is something that fills in your missing parts. Someone who has strengths where you have weaknesses. So, for instance, I am not very good at paying attention to things. I am not very good with details. Lolly is incredibly organized. She is one of the most organized people ever. And so she compliments me. She fills in my deficiency there. So, that's a wonderful thing, and that's something you should look for. You should know where your weaknesses are as much as you know where your strengths are. And look for someone who's good at filling them in. I mean, even as just finding friends like that. It's like if you're not good at math, you find friends who are good at math, and you let the friends who are good at math do the math. But, it's you fill in these things. You find the people who complete your failings. Anyway, so they were married, and they had a kid. And the boss talks in his sleep. I talk in my sleep. A lot of people talk in their sleep. But anyway, one of the things that he said in his sleep, apparently a lot, was Hello Central, which was the old-timey way of talking to the operator, because that is the central switching office. So you go, you call up the operator, and the operator says, Hello Central, saying, Hello, I'm Central. So it's Hello Central was just one of the things that he was dreaming about the telephones, and he would say Hello Central in his sleep. And Sandy just assumed that was an old girlfriend, because, he said his name, said Hello Central repeatedly, and Sandy was like, oh, that must be an old girlfriend. Well, Sandy decided that she was going to destroy the memory of the old girlfriend by naming their baby after it. And this little baby is the most important thing in both of their lives. I mean, they put everything on hold to watch out over her for 2 weeks. And he talked about the joy of when she got better. And let me say that it is a wonderful feeling when someone you love dearly is sick and then gets better. And, so here he was, it's like all of a sudden, little Hello Central got better, and it just made him completely happy. And he talked about going away back to England when he realized that things were wrong. And he talked about the joy of carrying with him the last little memory of Hello Central before he left. And, whenever I leave, I try to make it a point of remembering the person just as I left. Because there have been times where I've forgotten to do that and didn't do that. and didn't end up seeing them again. So, you got to cherish the goodbyes. And, you don't necessarily have to prolong it. A little hug, or just look and say, okay, this is the memory of you. And carry the memory of people with you when you go. Because no one's truly gone as long as they're remembered.